boxing is a representation, metaphorical representation of our real life. If you are the best, you are the best. Hi guys, thank you very much for coming back to my channels. In this video, I'd like to share with you how excited I am about tonight's fight between the two best, the current hot talk about the heavyweight British boxers, Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois, one of the most exciting fights, British heavyweight boxers of this year 2024. I'm super excited about it. And yes, of course, and we have heard of over how many weeks now during this the trash talks during the promotion of the process of this fight, and many come up with their own opinions, the views, the speculations, ongoing speculations, and some say that Daniel Dubois will triumph based on his performances against those other fighters previously, and many said that Anthony Joshua is much more complete fighters compared to Daniel Dubois. And of course, every one of the boxing fans, boxing critics, boxing experts are entitled to have their own opinions, who they think they're going to be the winner. But of course, the result will be coming out tonight, tomorrow morning, coming out who will be the true, the best of the night between the two of them. And this is the beauty of boxing. That's why I like boxing, because the speculation is not last long. The speculation is prediction who's going to be the best won't last long. Unlike any other profession out there, particularly art as an artist, this is the problem with art, being artist and life in general. And we base on the best person for the best job based on the speculation, based on the other people critiques, based on other people opinions. Some people who are actually better end up booby aside because the achievement of a certain person is based on somebody else's opinion. For example, in art, and many said the artist is better, the other artist is not better. And of course, the other artists become the hot spot because of the influential art collectors or art dealers who are actually highlighting and exposing about them more than the other artists. So boxing to me is like a metaphorical representation of all of any other profession out there, because other career will remain speculate based on other people's opinion, and no one know who is better than over the other. But when it comes to boxing will determine who is the better of the between the two fighters in that night by knocking that person out, but obviously outpoint the other. Of course, there are some incidents, some fight that we believe that the other person actually win the fight over the other. That's to do with when it comes to both of them equally punching each other, and you can't really see. That's based on the judge of the night. And of course there's some time, but not most of the time, the person actually obviously better winning the fight of the night over the other. So this is the thing about boxing. I'm super excited about tonight's fight, and I hope it's going to be a good fight, and we'll put this an end, the speculation who's the best fighter between the two of them. So tonight is going to be an exciting fight between these two, Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. Looking back at Anthony Joshua, he's a twice world heavyweight champion. Of course, his career is normal, and he lost to one of the best fighters in current time, the Alexander Usyk, the current champions. He lost to him twice, and of course, similar to Daniel Dubois, many believe that he actually won the fight against Alexander Usyk. That what the speculation is about, people think that he won the fight. However, and before he lost to Usyk, one of the best fighters in the world today, he lost to Joyce. Joyce actually, many believe that Daniel Dubois will walk over Joyce. And the way I like to see that, Daniel Dubois maybe took the fight lightly with Joyce, and of course he lost that fight. And that really put his career hold back. Then he managed to come back, and by fighting Usyk, although he lost, because a lot of people said that he actually won, that it actually gave him a good spirit, lift him up. And again, he recent fight again Philip Herzogovich. Many believe that Philip Herzogovich is going to be the new monster, the new things in heavyweight division, but Daniel Dubois made him look so easy. Again, and that proved that Daniel Dubois is actually a resilient fighter. He is not one of those fighters that after he lost is completely losing his tracks. He still remain focused. In fact, every time there was a press conference with Anthony Joshua, he seemed to be over smiling. That is proof that he actually enjoys enjoying what he does. That's the most important thing. That means he's not proven that he's not scared about being lose or anything. Likewise, Anthony Joshua the same. This is what make fighting is good. This is what make boxers a good fighters. That prove to be fearless. They're both of them fearless fighters. So I'm super excited to see both of them fight tonight. And boxing is not just about fight between the two guys in the ring. It's not, many say they're barbaric games or brutal games, but not as brutal as the UFC, of course. But there's really beautiful, sweet signs, like many have to say. To me, it's more like a performing art. Performing art is a real performing art with the real result. It's not about audience coming to see it and like they say, oh, I love it because it's beautiful, just because you're trying to be polite like art. No, it's not about that. It's about real fight. Someone that night is about one, I want to take a life over the other. It's about survival of the fittest in the ring. Obviously they get paid for fortunes and makes everybody jump off their seat. This is what boxing is about, and it's very tactical, and the conditioning is unbelievable. They are genetically modified to be what they are, to be there, and it's one of the most dangerous sport in the world today. And punching each other heads for 12 rounds, 3 minutes each round, and it's not just about how good they are. It's not about the reflexes. It's about mental as well, mind, physical, mental, and to be there. And super excited to see. And I am so big to be an artist. I like to see artists. Boxing is like something that would answer all kind of career out there. For example, if you work in the office, some might say, oh, that person should be the manager, that person should be the directors, that person should be the CEO of the company. Not that person. Remain the speculation that what it is about. In art, the artist is better than the artist. Why he's become famous, why she become famous, but the other artist was much better. Why his work is worth $1 million, the other one is no one buying it. It's a poor artist. The speculation remain there, but there's always, it doesn't matter. The general public opinion is more when it comes to other career. It's about someone who has the power, much more influential, actually select a person, certain individual, to be succeeded. You know, like they said, your career on the other hand, on some other hands, is no such thing called self-made, which is true. But when it comes to boxing is like something that we answer that all. And if you feel like I'm better than you, no, I'm better than you, that remains speculation, critiques. Many of us like to say he's better than the other, but on the fight night, then you prove who's better that night. Whoever land the best shot, that person will go down. For example, Anthony Joshua, one of the most brutal, powerful punchers out there in boxing today, heavyweight boxer today. Likewise, Anthony Dubois. If Daniel Dubois managed to penetrate to Anthony Joshua defense, he will knock him out. Similar to Anthony Joshua. If Anthony Joshua managed to get a clean shot with his powerful punch, hook or cross, Daniel Dubois will be on the floor. It's not something that new. Both of them being knocked out before. So as an artist, I'm not saying who's better than the other, because I'm not going to say that. because this is what we have heard enough already. Many Daniel Dubois fans said that he's better than Anthony Joshua. Likewise, Anthony Joshua fans said the same thing. But until tonight, I'm just super excited, cannot wait to see it, because it's boxing is a metaphorical representation of real life to answer who actually the best when it actually happened, rather than just prediction and speculation. So yeah, and I hope that we will watch that tomorrow, Sunday morning. We will see the result. If you don't watch it, you will see the result tomorrow. But I hope all the best between these two fighters. And yeah, I'm super excited, and I hope those boxing fans and boxing critics, boxing experts, please forgive me if I said something novice. But as I said, I'm not a boxing expert. I'm an artist, but I like to see boxing is a representation, metaphorical representation of our real life. If you are the best, you are the best. If you are the best boxer, you are the best boxer. You will, by knocking them out, literally facing, punching each other. That's why I like your boxing about. So yeah, do watch my other videos, my artworks. Thank you very much.